Assalamu alaikum friends, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my YouTube channel Physics with Javeria Maaz. What we are going to see in my YouTube channel, you are going to learn physics in a very easy manner, as my purpose of creating this channel is to make physics easy to each of you. At the end of every chapter, we are going to have a quick revision of all the topics that we would cover so far. Now let's start. This is the first topic from chapter number 2, Scalars and Vectors. Before we know what scalar and vectors are, we should know what physical quantities are. The physical quantities that can be measured, or the quantities that can be measured, are called physical quantities, like mass, temperature, velocity, volume, etc. So anything that you are measuring, you are going to measure. The things that are around you that you can easily measure are called physical quantities. For suppose, if a person is sitting and having a weight of mass 30 kg, you can say that the person is having 30 kg mass or weight 30 kg. That means you are measuring its weight. Simple. Now, fun fact is that all physical quantities does have magnitude. Like, if you are measuring time, it must have some number. Like magnitude means a number. If I could say that, or if I say that it's 10 a.m., that means 10 is a magnitude. Also, if you are having a thermometer and you are measuring the temperature of a glass of water, you are measuring first its magnitude, like it must have magnitude. Now why I'm saying that all physical quantities have magnitude. The physical quantities basically divided into two types. The first one is scalar and the second one is vectors. Scalars are the quantities that have magnitude only. Like, the example of scalars are mass, temperature, volume, etc. And in comparison, vectors does not only have magnitude, but as well as direction. And its example are velocity, acceleration, force, electric field, etc. If somebody is pushing a car with a force of 20 Newton, it must have direction. Like, you cannot say that a car is pushing with the magnitude of 20 Newton. You can never say like this. You must have to say like this: a car is pushing having a magnitude of 20 Newton in the east direction. Like, the quantities that are measured or that are completely specified by their magnitude as well as direction are called vectors. And vectors can never ever be specified by only magnitude. I hope you understand it. Scalars only have magnitude, as I just said, and magnitude is just a number, while vectors are not only represented by just a number. Now see how a scalar represented. Scalars are represented by simply a letter, or a letter having an arrowhead, and the same letter is confined between two parallel lines, and that two parallel lines are called modulus in the mathematical language. So whenever you see a letter having an arrowhead and confined between modulus, that means we are representing, or somebody is representing, the magnitude or the quantity that only have magnitude, that are scalars. Now, while vectors are represented by a letter with a arrowhead, like here are a few examples: capital A with a arrowhead, D with a arrowhead, A with the arrowhead, V with the arrowhead, etc. And the same example of a scalar is represented as like vector A with magnitude 50 meter, and what we add a direction, that is north. I hope you understand it. Now let's see what or how we are going to represent a vector. Basically, students, there are two types of vectors. First one is theoretically and the second one is graphically. When we talk about theoretically, it is simply write it like this. For suppose a vector velocity vector v represented by 20 meter per second with the direction of east. While if it comes to graphically, we are taking an example of a vector v having magnitude 20 meters in an east direction. Here we have direction north, east, west, south. So see how we are going to represent the vector. We are having an axis, y-axis and x-axis. First we draw like this, and we have drawn a vector of 4 centimeter in the east direction. But you all must be wondering why I just draw a line of 4 centimeter with the arrowhead. Students, what we do basically, we suppose like you can never ever be write or draw a vector of 20 meters on a paper. So we are confined with a smaller space. So what we do, we first suppose that 5 meter simply equals to 1 centimeter. If 5 meter is equal to 1 centimeter, then automatically 20 meter is equal to 4 centimeter. So it is hard for us to draw, or I would say that it is impossible for us to draw 20 meter on a paper. So what we did, we just suppose 20 meters as 4 centimeter and just draw it on a paper. And this method is called scaling. Like we have just selected an scale that 5 meter is equal to 1 centimeter, then 20 meter is equal to 4 centimeter, and along with this method of scaling we have drawn 4 centimeter on a paper. And what we did, we just draw a vector, or we just represented a vector graphically having magnitude of 20 meter in an east direction. So these are the topics that we have covered in our very first video of my channel. I hope you understand the introduction, the physical quantities, scalar and vectors, and how we do represent a vector in a good manner. If you have any suggestion to make my channel or make my video better, kindly do write in the comment section. And if you want to see any if you have query regarding the lecture, kindly also do write in the comment section. And if you want me to make a video of any other lecture regarding physics, you can do write the same thing in the comment section as well. If you like the video, kindly do subscribe my channel and share the video with your friends. Allah Hafiz till the next video.